Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Meg Watson from Charleston, South Carolina.
I'm Shelley Johnson with the LePage Johnson Realty Group in Charlotte, North Carolina.
And we're just looking today to hopefully within 30 minutes share with you all the details about eXp Realty, kind of why we're growing as quickly as we are, give you a little background on the company, and share a little bit about our experiences in the last 2 years with this awesome, innovative company. Glenn Sanford is our founder. We're very grateful to him for what he has created. And he started the company in 2008 when the crash hit. He looked around. He'd been a very successful agent with a $60 million team, but he's also very technology oriented. So we're thankful for that because most real estate agents aren't the strongest in that suit. But he decided to create a company that took out the brick and mortar and the number one overhead expense that most companies have to be able to really share back with the agents. Because when the crash hit, if you remember well, I'm sure, we were the ones that suffered the most. Not the franchise owners, not the company owners as badly as the agents did. So he analyzed the top companies across the country and said, you know, the number one expense is brick and mortar. We're going to cut that out and create the first ever cloud-based real estate company. So he wanted, his vision was to create not only a cloud-based real estate company, but one where the agents can actually share in the revenue, and that's where it really becomes a game changer. He also decided that we would be a publicly traded real estate company, which is another big game changer, and obviously have very competitive split plans. So he succeeded in all those objectives, and we're very grateful. The growth has just exploded. If you look a little bit at our timeline, in the past 2 years, we've grown from 3,000 agents to over 23,000 agents. So it's been an exciting ride, and we're excited to share more with you about it today.
So we all know that technology is changing every industry in our world. Uber's turned the taxi industry on its head. Amazon changes the way we shop. We all get our groceries delivered now. Who would have thought that even a year ago that we have our groceries delivered to our house? So it's really important in this ever-changing environment to stay innovative and be with a company that's innovative and looking for ways for realtors to partner in a high-level way that's going to give us the best opportunity for both us and our clients. If you notice, a lot of the companies like Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, and many of them took 10 years to get to 10,000 agents. And we just hit our 10-year anniversary. We had a big celebration in Vegas, and we are at over 23,000 agents, like Meg said. And how that's happened is because we removed the brick and mortar. We are one really big firm internationally. We're in Canada, United Kingdom, and Australia. Super exciting. We've been able to open very quickly because we don't have all the logistics of a franchise agreement. So our local market, what was my local market, is now an international market. Meg is in Charleston, South Carolina. She has an international market. So our opportunity is far beyond our local, like my Charlotte market and her Charleston market.
So we're going to be getting into our exact commission structure and fees and all of the tools that eXp gives us as agents to be successful in this industry. But first we want to talk for a few minutes about the two other ways that this company really sets itself apart and allowing us to save for a future beyond our next transaction.
So Glenn came up with two ways for us to be able to change our wealth and opportunity as realtors. One is through awarded stock and one is through our equity program. As we mentioned, we're a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. Through the awarded stock program, when you do your first transaction annually, you're awarded $200 worth of stock. When you cap at your $16,000, you're awarded $400 worth of stock, and on an annual basis. When you attract an agent and they do their first transaction, you're awarded $400 worth of stock. We also have the equity program, which is super exciting. We have basically when you do a transaction, you can take up to 5% of your commission and receive stock at 90 cents on the dollar. And that's a super great way I found to make a huge savings opportunity for us as agents. And that money is yours immediately. And Meg is going to share with you a super cool program for you top producers through our Icon program.
So the Icon program is a game changer. Anyone who is a top producer, please Pay close attention to this. It'll blow your mind. You know, one of the things that Glenn wanted to do with the company was make sure that our top producers were highly rewarded, not just with a plaque, not just with a trophy, not with something hung around your neck on a stage every year, but something that really made a difference for your future and for your family's future. In 2015, he created the Agent Icon program. If you look at the growth within this company, that is when one of our milestones that has really rocketed the growth of the company, when we have pretty much gone from, I think at that time, about 2,000 agents to now 23,000. Let me tell you a little bit about how Icon works. There are two ways to qualify, but basically if you reach one of these two milestones, you are able to have your entire $16,000 cap handed back to you in stock. So let's talk about the qualification. First, you need to either close 500,000 GCI in any given year, or you can cap and then pay an extra 5,000 post-cap transaction fees into the company. So post-cap, you start paying a $250 transaction fee. We do not have transaction fees prior to you capping. Once you start paying that $250 after your cap, if you calculate it, it's approximately 20 transactions. Once you pay that $5,000 post-cap into the company, you automatically are eligible to get $12,000 of your cap money back in stock. The way to get the other $4,000 of your cap back in stock is to attend our 2 national events each year. We do have super fun national events, one in the spring and one in the fall. Each of those events is worth $2,000 more in stock. So if you meet one of the first 2 criteria I described, and you attend both national events each year, the company is literally handing you back your $16,000 cap. They do require that you go through an interview process for that to make sure that you've met another small criteria, which is giving something back to the company, maybe in the form of teaching a class. That's how so many of our great top producers teach classes in our cloud campus, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. But the Icon program is a huge game changer. It's literally like working for a company for a $5,000 cap each year.
Glenn created another path for us as realtors that we've never had before, and that is through revenue share. It's super exciting because it is another path beyond the stock even that we're as agents able to get off the transaction treadmill. We have all been on it. If you're a high producing agent, you know what I'm talking about. This is a way for us to build for our future and have something beyond our last transaction. Super unique, and Meg is going to go into great detail about that and how that's going to affect you and your business.
I'm going to look at a few facts about our revenue share program first, just to clarify any misconceptions that you may have heard, and then we'll dive into a specific example of how it works. So a few facts about our revenue share. Number 1, the revenue is coming straight out, as Shelley said, of eXp's 20%, that they're getting up to your $16,000 cap each year. So we'll be talking about splits in a little while, but everyone is on an 80-20 split. The revenue share that's being paid to agents for helping the company grow is coming out of that 20% that's paid up to the cap to eXp. The second fact about it is 7 levels or tiers deep. And it's a phenomenal model that Glenn came up with and said, you know, if agents are going to be out there talking up the company, saying that they like it and they are enjoying the atmosphere that we've created, I really want them to be rewarded. So this is how it happens. Let's just say that Shelley is an agent in my market or anywhere across the world. That's the beautiful thing about eXp. We are one firm. We are not restricted with this revenue share growth by geographic area. So you can go anywhere. If you'd like to start an expansion team in Wisconsin and you're in South Carolina like me, you can do that. And you can have agents selling for you in Wisconsin and be earning revenue share and commission splits off of them if you chose.
For one cap.
For one cap, right. So it really expands your mind with the levels on this. So if Shelley was someone that I knew that was in real estate, a top producer, and I wanted to talk with her about joining eXp, she learned the details and said, hey, this is a great fit for my team. and she came on board, then she would be a level 1 agent for me. Misconception that's out there in the market right now, and that is that you are not paid on your level 1 immediately, but you are. So as soon as Shelley came on board, if she was my level 1, as soon as she had her first transaction, and she obviously hasn't capped yet, then I'm going to start receiving that 3.5% on her gross commission income up until the time that she caps each year. Then, as Shelley attracted other people to her level 1, they would be considered my level 2s, and so on and so forth, all the way through 7 levels. It'll show on the slide here that you do have the opportunity to earn revenue share at each level. So it really is compounding, and that's where I think it's hard for people to wrap their mind around sometimes, of just how compounding this becomes and how quickly it snowballs and can really, really affect your future and your family's future. The last fact about it is direct deposited to the agents on the 22nd of every month, like clockwork, and it's like Christmas on the 22nd of every month now. So it really is a game changer for so many agents. This is not something that you have to put your energy into, but for those of you that are influencers in your market or have a team, you would immediately then be making revenue share off of your team as well as the split that you've normally made off of them. Let's look at a specific example of exactly what a difference this can make in a person's life. Looking at a specific example of revenue share and really how easy it is to start getting that residual income. Let's say you personally attracted 5 capping agents to your level 1. You're immediately going to get paid on them for their transactions up until the time that they cap each year. Then, within time, those 5 capping agents each attract 5 other capping agents, giving you 5 agents on your level 1 and 5 capping agents on level 2. Each year, for that level 1, you can earn up to $2,800 per capping agent on level 1, and for level 2, up to $3,200 a year per capping agent, making your annual residual income $94,000 a year on top of commissions, on top of stock that you're being awarded and earning through the company. This is completely separate. $94,000 a year, which is $7,800 a month. Even $1,000 a month can make such a huge difference in agents' lives. It's a car payment, it's their mortgage payment, those things that hang over our heads sometimes when the market starts to shift and you're worried about being on the transaction treadmill. This makes a difference in so many lives.
And that's just 2 levels of agents attracting agents. Imagine if you go down to 5, 7 levels, how impactful that could be for your life, and it kind of spiders out. And the cool thing is now our business is not just local, so we're not just relying on our local market. We're national and international now, with agents all over the country. And the great thing about this is you don't have to know all these details we're going through with you, because there are resources like this video, and Meg and I and our group will all work together to help educate that agent you're working to bring into the company. All you have to do is make an introduction. It's really simple.
Don't feel like you have to know all these details. It's taken us a couple of years to even halfway, be able to describe everything the way we want.
Right.
So, but we're definitely here to support everyone in that role.
100%. So now let's talk about how we really sell a lot of real estate at eXp. We have some amazing tools. I know a lot of people have been searching and looking for that CRM that's going to just put them over or give them the edge in real estate. And there's 4 great ones out there, and eXp has one of the great ones. It's KV Core, and what's super amazing about KV Core is it's intuitive. It makes you look a little bit smarter in front of your clients. You're able to, when they search for that house that they love, a 3-bedroom condo for $700,000. It intuitively sends them 3 more that says, hey, you looked at this, what about these 3? So it leverages your time. And then another great thing about it is you're able to build squeeze pages. If you don't know what a squeeze page is, it's super simple, even I can do it. And you can share that on social media and get free leads. So a lot of agents I know need leads, and that's where we build our business, and that's the foundation. So being able to get free leads is huge. You can also do the Make It Rain program. If you want to put a couple $100 toward the lead platform, you can, and that's just going to give you more leads, and you can be doing them in conjunction with each other. But the main point of it is we have a great platform. That's your website. It looks super professional. Your clients are going to love it. You're going to be able to manage your business at a high level and run your business at a high level. And the other great tool that Megan and I love is our enterprise. So eXp provides us as agents. Imagine you have a cockpit and everything just runs perfectly because you're able to, at your fingertips, get you your marketing, be able to see exactly the marketing pieces you want to do, whether they're postcards or your signs, whatever you want. And for those of you who have a brand that you love, eXp is not opposed to you taking your brand and just putting eXp in gray, or if you want to be yellow, green, purple, which one of my great friends has her logo, is super cool, you can be that. So they're not trying to be you, they want you to have your individuality. And then another great tool through the enterprise is you're able to see all your financials. So for those of you who love to have your business at your fingertips and really know where you are financially, this company gives you that. You can see your stock awards, you can see your equity awards, you can see your revenue share, you can see it ticking up every day as agents are closing transactions. You can see the finite details of that transaction. A cool thing that happened was I opened it up the other day and saw South Carolina, Indiana, New York, all these different transactions closing that are not in my local market, and that's what that revenue share does for your business.
One of the things to mention really quickly too before we get into workplace is with KV Core. For KV Core as an outside agent, it's $500 a month.
Great point.
For an individual platform. That's how good this CRM is. So a lot of agents too, if you're more a repeat and referral business agent and you're not really out there buying leads, which I've kind of always run my business that way, I nurture my sphere through KV Core as well.
Right.
So I can set up drip campaigns, I can stay in touch with them just like I can with the new leads that I'm generating for free or the ones that are being generated by the company through Make It Rain. So KV Core is just a phenomenal platform. As far as collaboration goes, I just feel like the collaboration within a cloud company could not get any better. You know, we get the question all the time, how in the world do you actually operate out on an island by yourself? You know, without an office, and I'm like, oh my gosh, do we have an office? We have an amazing office. So I'm going to talk about eXp World in just a minute, which is our cloud-based campus. But first, one of the tools that is provided to us as well is Workplace by Facebook.
Amazing.
And it's basically a business platform for Facebook. And we are the largest user, I believe, in the world, eXp is. And it's just like Facebook. You can join groups, you find groups that interest you. We have a national referral network, international referral network through that, state referral groups through that. And that is where you find out the eXp news and announcements and keep up with what's going on in this awesome, innovative company.
In your local market, you don't lose anything because you have your broker in charges, the people that support us on a high level, and those broker in charges are people that were in our old firms, and they're just, the company is paying them very well and providing great benefits, and I think that's a huge attraction that we have over 450 staff in our world campus that's virtual, that we have access to 12 hours a day.
Right.
And they're extending that time. We have over, how many live trainings? I think 75 live trainings a week.
Over 70 hours of live training every week in the cloud.
Yeah.
Which
By
is
top
amazing.
agents like Meg, and Meg's a top agent in her market. And we share what we learn, how we do our business. Like she'll go dive into what exactly it is that makes her successful. And we all share and collaborate at a high level. And if you have someone there's a guy who does 1,200 transactions. He was at eXpCon. I'm like, how's that guy doing that? We can literally hear how he does that. He gets in and shared his listing presentation I heard recently. So super exciting the way we collaborate and interact with each other. And of course we meet face to face too.
Oh yeah, a lot. A lot of good happy hours and classes and all kinds of things like that in your local market as well. So diving into eXp world really quickly, Glenn, when he first had the vision for this cloud-based real estate company that no one had heard of in '09, he contracted a company named Virbela. And when we go back to our stock really quick, this is one of the other very exciting things about our stock to me, and that is that we are still so ground floor with this company. There's still a lot yet to come. We're just rolling out our title services right now. Our ancillary services have all just started taking shape this year and are being rolled out at the end of the year. We're just starting our international growth with the UK and Australia this year as well. We're in all provinces of Canada. So when you think about the stock, it's actually eXp World Holdings that is the holder of all of our, the holder of eXp Realty is a great way to describe that. To me, it's very exciting that eXp Realty is just kind of the first arm coming out of that stock umbrella. So we've still got all of our ancillary services that will be feeding into that stock. We've got our international growth. And then going back to Virbela, the company that created this amazing cloud campus for us, eXp World Holdings actually bought Virbela last year. So we are now able as a company, as the stock company, to take that growth and that development to other industries outside of real estate. And that's something that we're all a shareholder in. So it's a real blessing and a lot of growth and opportunity to come with that.
We have a $16,000 cap. It's paid at an 80-20 split. Once you hit your $16,000, you're 100% with a $250 transaction fee. Once you hit 20 transactions, that transaction fee changes to $75.
Yes, I think one of the things I love the most about our compensation plan and our fees is that everyone is on a level playing field. There are no special deals in this company. So if you've doing $100 million with a team per year, or you're closing 5 transactions as an individual agent, it's still the 80-20 split, the same cap and everything. One thing to mention is for teams. We do have 2 different options for teams. As a team, your qualified team members can have a half cap, which is an $8,000 cap each year. So that's huge. And then there are mega teams as well that can qualify for $4,000 caps for their team members. So if we can help you clarify any questions on that, please feel free to reach out to us. We're open books.
Yeah, a lot of small brokerages are joining us, and there's different things about that we can share with you. We've helped onboard several small brokerages.
We are doing a few other videos that you're welcome to check out, and we'll put those at the end here. But thank you so much for joining us today. I'm an individual agent, she has a team, we're in 2 different states, 2 different cities. We've been great friends for a long time now, and I think you can tell we're here to help. So if there's anything we can do to help you make this exciting decision or learn more about this awesome company, please let us know.